Hey guys, welcome to Urban Acharya. How important is the tone of your CV? That's the topic for today's discussion. Your CV is often the first impression you make on a potential employer, and the tone of your CV can make a big difference in how you're being perceived. In this video, we will discuss how to improve the tone of your CV to make a better impression on hiring managers. Let me tell you that a recruiter or a hiring manager can easily figure out from your CV if you are enthusiastic, arrogant, indifferent, or egotistical about yourself. They can easily sense the emotions behind those words reading through your CV. And then it is not difficult to really take a call from the job fitment perspective. Many times, the most skilled resources, most talented folks, and the smartest people do not get shortlisted for the first round of interview. And the root cause of this problem is attributed to the tone of the CV. So it is important to focus on the way you are writing your CV and articulating your experiences, your achievements, and your professional life. It's quite an important aspect. Is your CV giving a positive tone to the recruiter or a negative tone? Let us first talk about what is the tone of a CV. The tone of a resume refers to the overall attitude and the style of the document. It is the way in which you present yourself and your skills, and it can greatly affect how you are perceived by potential employers. A good tone is one that is professional, positive, and confident. It should be clear, concise, and easy to read, and no unnecessary jargons or letters or words should be there on the CV. Now, why is the tone of a CV or resume so important? The tone of your CV is important because it can greatly influence whether or not you are invited for an interview. If your tone is too casual or informal, it can give the impression that you are not taking the job seriously. If it is too aggressive or overbearing, it can come across as arrogant or pushy. On the other hand, if your tone is professional, positive, and confident, it can make a strong impression on potential employers and can increase the chances of your selection. Now, how to improve the tone of your CV? How to improve the tone of your resume? Here are some tips on what you can do about it. Number one, use professional language. The language you use in your CV should be professional and appropriate for the job you're applying for. Avoid using slangs, jargons, or abbreviations that might not be familiar to everyone. Use proper grammar and punctuations, and avoid using first-person pronouns such as I or me as much as possible. Number two is be positive. Your CV should have a positive tone that highlights your accomplishments and strengths. Use positive language to describe your experiences and skills, and avoid using negative language or phrases. For example, instead of saying, I wasn't responsible for that project, you can say, while I wasn't leading the project, I did contribute to it significantly by A, B, and C. This reframes the situation in a more positive light and demonstrates a willingness to take on responsibilities. Be confident, but not arrogant in your document. Confidence is important in a CV, in your resume, as it shows that you believe in your abilities and are capable of performing the job well. However, it's important not to come across as arrogant or overconfident. Instead, use confident language to describe your experiences and skills, and back up your claim with specific examples or metrics. For example, instead of saying that I'm the best candidate for this job, you could say, my experience in X and Y makes me a strong candidate for this role, and I'll be able to contribute much better. Focus on accomplishments and responsibilities. That's the next one. One way to improve the tone of your CV is to focus on your accomplishments rather than just talking about your responsibilities. Instead of listing your job duties, describe how you made a positive impact in your previous roles. Use action verbs to describe your accomplishments and be specific about the results you've achieved. For example, instead of saying responsible for managing a team of employees, you can say led a team of X number of employees to achieve Y percentage results. Next is customize your tone to the job. Finally, it's important to customize your tone to the job you're applying for. Now, different industries or companies may have different expectations from the perspective of tone or style. So, it's important to do a little bit of research to tailor your CV accordingly. For example, a creative job may require a more informal or playful tone, while a corporate job may require a more formal and serious tone. To summarize, being perceived right by the potential employer depends on the tone of your CV, which in turn depends on how you write it, how you articulate it, and what goes into that document. I hope this video was helpful. Do not hesitate to reach out to us in case if you need more guidance and suggestions. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye bye.